Welcome to GIX 911, where we give you the truth and facts that will get you results. Join your host, GIX, a former U.S. Army veteran, proudly serving his fellow brothers and sisters in arms with the information they need that will set them free. Join him as he goes into details on what you need to know before joining the U.S. military and what you need to know before exiting. Let's get this party started.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the GIX 911 show. I'm your host, GIX. Now, today we're going to be talking about how to change your primary care physician if they are not doing their job. Okay, as you heard me, how to change your primary care physician if they are not doing your job, i.e., helping you get service connected for disabilities that you have sustained while in service, and so forth and so forth. So anyway, first thing you're going to do here to change that provider is go to your Ebenefits account. Now, a lot of people I know of do not have access to their Ebenefits account. Now, let me tell you all something, okay? You have to stay active on your Ebenefits account, okay? I spoke with an individual about a week ago, and he told me that he was not able to get into his Ebenefits. He said that his account was gone. So this is just goes to show you what the VA does and what the VA is up to. Now, my belief is that the people that are not using their Ebenefits accounts are getting deactivated. So if you do not want to get deactivated and you don't want to have to go through the trouble and trials and the tribulations of getting reactivated, I advise you to log into your Ebenefits account at least once to 2 times a week. Okay, so that's going to show them that you are being highly active on your account. Okay, that's very, very important. We must stay vigilant. We must stay active in the process. If you stay inactive, then they will deactivate your account and you'll be in the woods once again.
Now I turn around and find I am lost in the woods.
Okay, so anyway, here's how you go about getting the change of form for your primary care physician. Now, what I did a little bit more research to just kind of show you all how I went about doing it. So the first thing that I did was I contacted this individual here. Okay, so it's kind of funny. I think that there's a lot of information that we are not provided. Okay, now when I reached out to this individual, okay, this is the website that I was, not the website, this is the email address that I received here. Okay, so this is the email address that you want to make sure that you have on hand. Okay, so that's what I did here. Let me go ahead and close this out. Okay, sorry about that. Anyway, what you're going to do is you're going to email this email address here. Okay, it's going to be VHAOPA operations team at va.gov. Okay, and this is the email that was sent to me via my Ebenefits account. Okay, so what they're going to do is they're going to ask you for your name, your date of birth, your last 4, your social security number, your phone number or preferred method of communication, and your VAMC that you are assigned a primary care physician or receive care from. Okay. And then here's the number here. Here's the White House hotline, okay, to facilitate your complaint. And here's the individual that is, I guess the director or in charge of that department. Okay, it's the VHA Patient Advocacy Operations Team, Department of Veterans Affairs, such and such, blah, 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 blah. So here's his number. What I would advise you to do when you give this individual a call is go ahead and leave a message, okay, with your name, date of birth, the last 4 of your social security number, and of course, the phone number or preferred method of communications, whether it be a phone, you can give them your cell number, or you can give them your email address. What they did, since it's a VA form, is they went ahead, once I gave them that information, is they went ahead and sent it to my my email on my Ebenefits account. Okay, so again, you have to have access to your Ebenefits account. Okay, that is critical in this stage. Okay, it's very critical that you must have access to your Ebenefits account. Okay. So again, stay active on it. Do not let it fold. Do not let it get deactivated, because that's what I think the VA is doing right now, is they're deactivating accounts that are not being utilized. Okay. So once you, let's go back here. Once you, request for this information, give them a call, so forth and so forth. What they're going to do then from there, or this individual is going to do, is he's going to send you a form here. Okay. Now this is where it gets really, 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 really tricky. Okay. This is where it gets really, really tricky. And I'm gonna have to show you all right. So this here is the change of provider report of contact. Okay. And what you're going to do is you're going to fill this information out. Okay. On this form. And once you fill it out, you're going to take your, now for give you an example, there's a lot of people that are getting denied for sleep apnea. Okay. And they're providing the studies, they're providing everything that the VHA, or the Veterans Health Administration, did the studies on for PTSD and related it to causing sleep apnea. Okay. Anyhow, here's the VA form that I was sent from Christopher Skelton. And here it is right here. Okay. It's VA form 119, automated in lieu of September 1997. So this is the form that he sent me as of 2021. Now look at the date here. This just goes to show you how the VA is so messed up. But this is the form that was given as of March of this month, 2021. Okay. And what you're going to do, again, is you're going to fill this form out in its entirety, and you're going to take it to your patient advocacy office at your VA medical facility that you are going to for care. Okay. Now, I did this a few years ago. I did this approximately 3 years ago. I had a doctor that I was under for quite some time, about 2 or 3 years. And every time that I went, she seemed not to really be active in trying to help me. One point, she even told me that my problem wasn't her problem. Now, that was that was the straw that broke the camel's back for me. I got upset. I got irate, and I wanted to get rid of that doctor.
Screw you! You're fired!
So I contacted one of my buddies that was prior service. He was a flight captain in the United States Army. And he had some experience in this matter and pointed me in the right direction. I took this change of provider form and filled out the additional comment section here. I'll go ahead and show you. And I told them what took place while I was at one of my doctor's appointments. I said that I felt that my doctor wasn't providing any assistance to me. I felt that my doctor did not care about my injuries sustained while in service, and I want to change my primary care physician. Once they found out that this is what she was doing, they immediately asked if I wanted to change doctors. I said yes, and they also looked at changing me to a different team, like blue team, orange team, gold team. You have different colored teams within the VA, so you can move out of the team that you're in. If you're in a blue team, you can move to gold team. If you're in gold team, you can move to red team, so forth and so forth. So you are not restricted to one provider under one color group, I guess, if you want to call it that. So anyhow, I sent this information or gave this information to my patient advocate, and within about 2 weeks or less, I had a new primary care physician. Okay. Now, people, this is very, very, very important. If you are not getting any kind of, headway on your case, if you feel that your doctor is not assisting you or helping you with your care, this is what needs to happen. Okay. This is what needs to happen. This is the form that needs to be filled out. Now, let me show you guys something else that is very, very peculiar to me that I found very, very weird. Okay. Now, take in mind, look at the VA form number here. Okay. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to show you something here. Okay. The VA form number on this change of provider report of contact is VA form number. Now, let me get to it. I'm going to scroll down real easy because there's some people that can't keep up. I'm one of them. So that's why I like to scroll, real easy for everybody else as well. Now, this here is a VA form. Okay. 119. Now, let me show you something here. Now, this is where I feel that the VA is playing games. I feel that they're not being fair. I feel that they're not being honest in their due diligence to provide information to veterans in a timely manner. Okay. Now, let me show you something. Now, take in mind, remember that VA form 119. Okay. And this is change of provider report of contact. Now, let me show you something. And this is going to probably kind of leave you guys scratching your head. It left me scratching my head because I really didn't understand it. To me, it seems like they're hiding information. Now, let's go over to this form here. Okay. Now, this is the VA form search. Okay. So if you have a VA form number, you should be able to input it in here and pull it up. So let's put in VA form 119. Okay. And let's go ahead and hit search. Now, look what it pulls up. Nothing in the regards of any kind of change of provider form. I typed it in as it was on the form. Now let's go back to the form here and verify it. Okay. And let's go ahead and verify it once again. Excuse me. This is a live broadcast. Well, it's recorded, but live as of March 29, 2021. And I want to show you just so that you know that I'm not making this up. Okay. Just so you know that GIX is not making this up. Okay. Now here we are here. Here is the VA form number. As you can see, I didn't make it up. I specifically took it from the form itself. Okay. And this is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of things that frustrate veterans. Okay. These are the kind of things that happen that keep us in the dark and out of the know. Okay. And I think it is very unfair. Okay. It is very unfair, and it is not right that we should have to search around the web to find this information. Okay. This information should be available to us as soon as we pull it up. Okay. I should have been able to type that form number in, and this change of provider report of contact should have came up. But as you can see, it did not come up. So therefore, I think that the VA is playing some type of game. OK, and this is not a game. You have people out there that are living on the street. OK, and looking for this information and not able to find it. OK, and that to me is a disservice to everyone. OK, that's disservice to family members that have other family members that are vets or currently in the service. It's a disservice. OK, and it's not right. OK, when I put that form number in, OK, that should have pulled up this change of provider form, and it didn't. It pulled up a direct deposit sign up form. OK, so where and how are you to find this information if it is not on the va.gov website, which it is right here? OK, this is a certified site. This is the va.gov website form site. OK, so I should be able to find this form here, and I could not. OK, and that is not right. Veterans Health Administration, do your job. Do your job. Stop putting information on a form that cannot be found. Okay. And this is where we're at. Now, here's a report that I pulled up also. A highlights audit of VHA's Veterans Health Association Patient Advocacy Program. Now, let me scroll down here, and I'm going to show you some stuff here that is going on. Okay. Now here it is, a patient advocacy program. VHA's patient advocacy program was created to ensure that veterans and their families have their complaints addressed in a convenient and timely manner. Established in 1990, the patient advocacy program evolved from a primary administrative function to a problem-solving and change agent in VHA's effort to provide patient satisfaction and customer service. Okay. Now, if you scroll down a little bit more here, there's some really, really good information here. Like here, the PATS contains incomplete and inaccurate complaint records. After reviewing a random statistical sample of 200 patient complaints from a universe of approximately 135 unique patient complaints processed in PATS during the period from October 1st, 2014 through September 30th, 2015, we determined VHA did not timely and appropriately address veterans' serious complaints as intended. Some serious complaint records in PATS contain incomplete information about how complaints were resolved and whether veterans were contacted with a response. Of the serious complaint records identified as incomplete, some also contain inaccurate information on VHA's timeliness in addressing patient complaints. So here's articles showing you that these programs are not set up properly. Okay. I don't understand this at all. Come on, VA. Don't you know about the business life cycle? Okay, this is something that is embedded, okay, in corporate America. Okay, this is something that you should also follow. Okay, if you see that the program is not functioning, you need to go back to the drawing board, okay? You need to go back and have some scrum meetings to figure out where the problem lies and stop hiring people that are not competent or not able to do the job, okay? That is the problem within the VA, is that there are a lot of incompetent people working at the VA giving information that is not accurate, okay? And this is what needs to be addressed, people. But I will go ahead and leave this down in the description below, along with all the other forms. OK, I will leave this down here, too, so you can pull up any VA form number. And of course, I think it's a waste of time because when you put the form number in there, it doesn't show up. I will also leave this study here so that you can read it in its entirety and understand where we're at as a Veterans Health Administration and the Patient Advocacy Program. I'm not saying that it's not working, but the thing about it, when you have the correct forms, therefore it will work. When you don't have the correct forms, you don't know where to start or how to resolve your issue if you have a primary care physician that is not taking care of your problem. Now, people, if the primary care physician is not adhering to your problems, you must fire them, okay? If you're in regular outside world, America, corporate America, if you're just outside on the economy doing your thing and you didn't like your primary care physician, you can fire them. You don't have to keep going to the same doctor and getting the same answers, okay? Fire them and let them go. And then when you have other friends, if they have these same doctors and they're not getting the needed care, let them know that they can fire them as well, okay? Use the change of provider form and get rid of these doctors that are not helping you, okay? Here's the information that you will have to request, okay? You can email the VHA operations team at va.gov, and this is the information that you will have to provide them, okay? And 9 times out of 10, they will send it to your eBenefits account. That's why I'm saying, everybody, to stay active on your eBenefits account. Don't let it lapse. Do not let it lapse, because if you let it lapse, you will not be able to communicate properly and accordingly and in a timely fashion, okay? So I'll be providing all these links in here. I will provide the link to your change of provider report of contact. So if you don't feel like contacting Christopher Skelton, you don't have to, but Christopher Skelton's going to be doing his job. Christopher Skelton's going to be sending out a lot more of these change of provider forms so that if you are not getting the care that you need from your primary care physician, you can let them go. Fire them. Get rid of them. Fire them. That's what I say is Geek 911. All right. So anyway, I'll be providing all this information here in the description below. So I hope this video was very informative. I hope this video helped everyone that is looking at this video understand where we're at within the VA. Of course, the VA is not where it should be. Okay, and if you found this information helpful, please remember to share this video, okay? Share this information, because the more shares it gets and the more likes it gets, it's going to be pushed up on that Google or that YouTube algorithm, as I say in every single video, okay? So without further ado, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and close this video out. This is your host, Gigs. I'm out. Peace, love, and harmony in 2021. And everybody, come on now. We see what the VA is doing. Let's get our stuff together and fight. Fight, fight, fight. And if they tell you some crap, appeal it and take it to your patient advocacy office for further investigation. I'm out. Peace.
Loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, personal courage. Do you have what it takes to serve with the best? Tune in and get the information you have been searching for all over the web. Do you have questions on how to file a VA claim? What you should know while you're serving in the U.S. military? Or just want to know about the lifestyle? Tune in to get the real deal.